Yesterday, the NFL announced that Bad Bunny will be the headline at the Super Bowl halftime show. He also has a history of speaking out against you-know-who. So a lot of the MAGA folks apparently are very upset with the NFL. But they're upset all the time.
Butthurt, bigoted MAGA morons are losing their collective brain cells over the fact that Puerto Rican singer and rapper Bad Bunny has been chosen to perform the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. And they're getting absolutely roasted for their outrage for a number of reasons. First of all, as Whoopi put it there, the cancel culture free speech Karens perpetually live in a state of
furious anger,
which might be why they commit so much political violence, but also because, as we are all well aware of here at Really American, they are all, to put it nicely, stupid as f***. And as a proud fan of both Bad Bunny's music and making MAGA morons look stupid on the internet, I am so pleased to share with you this latest MAGA meltdown and watch it blow up spectacularly in their faces. So drop a like and subscribe and let's dive right in. Now, aside from not knowing anything about the country they so claim to love, the stupid reason these stupid people are stupidly getting so angry over this is because Bad Bunny doesn't like Trump and is anti-ICE, which is kind of like getting mad at the people in camps during World War II for being anti-Nazi. But don't say that N-word around these people or they'll throw you in a concentration camp.
At the N-word. You know what the N-word is, right?
But before we get to the truly hateful shit they're getting roasted for saying, let's start with the downright dumb.
Now, you know, he previously refused to do a national tour here in the U.S. because of the ICE raids, but wrote in a post, I've been thinking about it, and after discussions with my team, I think I'll just do one date in the United States. And he added, this is for my people, my culture, and our history. You know, and, you know, it's a great American, another great American performer is going to be performing. I don't see the problem. Because y'all do remember Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
Yes, it is.
Okay, not that I thought you didn't remember.
But there are people.
But I do like to
There are
remind
people
folks.
Online that are like, you know, why couldn't they have chosen an American?
They
I was
did.
like, oh, they did though. What you know, his protest was really he's truly an artist activist, and we haven't seen that for quite some time, I think. And this is the time for that. And he said that he will never forget what Donald Trump did and what he did not do when Puerto Rico needed a caring and competent leader. And so I think he's talking about Hurricane Maria. And I think what's so wonderful is that he's not only doing the Super Bowl, he is going to be the host for the season opener of SNL. Mm-hmm. He did a 31-day residency in Puerto Rico, and he performed 31 shows, and his residency brought $400 million to the island, $400 million. And then finally, he streamed it on Amazon, his last show. It was the most watched single artist performance in Amazon Music's history. And so this is the type of spotlight he's bringing to Puerto Rico, and he's bringing money, a spotlight. He's going to help with the infrastructure, technology, all of these things he's doing for America.
Yeah, that sounds like a man who loves his country and does things to actually help people, which is probably why MAGA had to bitch about it. Because MAGA mouthpiece Benny Bitch Boy Johnson had to start a conga line of crocodile tears from the MAGA right online. This is Bad Bunny, he wrote. He was just announced as the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. He's massive Trump hater, anti-ICE activist, no songs in English. He even canceled his entire US tour for this reason. Quote, effing ICE could be outside my concert, and it's something that we were talking about and very concerned about. The NFL is self-destructing year after year. No, dude, MAGA is self-destructing. Trump Tracker replied, you would have cried about anyone. Someone else said, this is Benny Johnson. He's known for being fired from BuzzFeed for plagiarism. What? That's humiliating. Who gets fired from BuzzFeed for plagiarism? Once asked the internet why he kept getting custom ads for gay porn. Allegedly has gay sex at Turning Point USA events. Benny is self-destructing year after year. That is the most instant karma I've ever seen. That's getting a nice like for me. This is actually my favorite. Bad Bunny is the Super Bowl halftime show. Too bad I won't be watching. And it's just a bunch of white guys with sunglasses. Oh, and one woman. 2 women. This is actually crazy. This guy's a conservative, and he says, conservative here, just wondering what the fuck is wrong with Bad Bunny performing. You put these feminine-looking pictures in here for effect, yet this guy has rejected more pussy than you've ever jerked off to. Get a life, dude. Bad Bunny HQ saying, cry about it. And then another conservative in the comments saying, Bad Bunny raised $713 million for Puerto Rico with his residency. What the fuck does no songs in English have to do with it? I'm a conservative New York Puerto Rican, and I'm okay with it. We had to deal with boring ass Tom Petty a few years ago, you'll be fine. But bitch boy Benny Johnson, who I guess allegedly the BJ stands for I like giving blowjobs to men. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just say if you're gonna be gay and be proud. You bigoted piece of shit. But he wasn't the only bitch bitching, and also not getting the point entirely. Conservative radio host Dan O'Donnell also jabbed at Bad Bunny over his criticisms of Trump's deportation efforts, also known as the Trump concentration camps via his Trump Gestapo. Let's call it what it is, folks. He wrote on Twitter, the NFL just announced Bad Bunny is a Super Bowl halftime show. Bad Bunny said 2 weeks ago he won't perform in the US because he's scared ICE agents would deport his fans. Turns out his business sense far outweighs his moral convictions. Not a fucking conservative touting his moral convictions and downplaying those of the others. First of all, you dumbass piece of shit. Bad Bunny is choosing one tour date, the most watched event in the world. And he's doing it to make a political point, and this will be a very political performance. ICE will not be swarming the Super Bowl, and those people going to the Super Bowl are the ones who can fucking afford it. The rich people, the billionaires, Donald Trump himself. They don't want their low-grade loser military people, I'm saying what they think of them, not me, well, ICE I think are losers, going and dirtying up, mucking about their Super Bowl game. No, Donald Trump just wants to tell them to go into blue cities, which yeah, Santa Clara is, but he's doing this to make a fucking point. And this hypocrisy is even more insane because these dumbasses are trying to boycott the NFL over having an American Puerto Rican as the halftime show performer. Meanwhile, all but 6 NFL teams held moments of silence to pay tribute to Charlie Kirk. The NFL is literally pandering to far-right fascists. And then they do one thing to counterbalance it by putting on a wildly popular, like the biggest musician in the globe, who has already debuted at the fucking Super Bowl when Shakira did it the other year. But MAGA had no problem when it was Shakira, a woman Colombian. Oh, these people are so fucking far gone. It genuinely makes me sad for them.
Also, let's think about it, because, you know, these MAGA people always think that everything is about them. The NFL is investing a lot in trying to increase fandom all over the world, because it's, you know, it's something that is American football. They've been playing games in Brazil. They've been playing games in London. They've been trying to. Bad Bunny is an international superstar.
Yeah.
He may not be coming here, but he is going all over Europe, all over Latin America. He, he is the most streamed artist globally, was so for 3 consecutive years. And you know what? He is good at his craft. He is a great artist. That concert in Puerto Rico, you know, those concerts, that residency he did, people who went, came back like if they had, they came back awakened.
Yeah. They did.
They came back like they'd gone to church.
And he's really good looking too.
And we don't think about this when we're like, who's the NFL halftime show? It's a business decision at the end of the day. And to Anna's point, he's the most streamed artist on Spotify multiple years over. Yeah. Also, like, hits a new generation that you may want to be bringing in some new viewers who are going to tune in. I got to be honest, I had a little bit of a cultural gap on his music. Like, I didn't know if I'd recognize the song, but
and
he's
a
great actor.
lot of it is in Spanish.
Yeah, and he's a great actor, though. Like, I loved him in Bullet Train. He's in 2 big movies this summer. He was just in Happy Gilmore 2, but also in Caught Stealing with Austin Butler, which is super fun. He's part of the Marvel
universe, I believe.
But listen, I think it makes a ton of sense.
I am sad that these people are so hateful and have so little empathy and are so stupid that they can have this reaction to Bad Bunny's gonna play the Super Bowl halftime show. And I'm also genuinely sad that Benny Johnson can't suck dick like he clearly wants to, allegedly. Be free, Benny. Although, as last year's Super Bowl performer Kendrick Lamar once wisely pointed out,
this dick ain't free.
Yeah, and I'll just end this by saying it's so fucking crazy to me that the same people who were like, oh, ABC can cancel Jimmy Kimmel because it's a business decision are not fucking understanding how this is clearly a business decision. But all I'll say to end this is hats off to Bad Bunny, and I'm sure this is going to be a fantastic show. And I don't know about y'all, but I am just so thankful. A, to be on the right side of history, B, to not be ashamed of who I am, and to not be a deep state Russian asset like Benny Johnson or all of the far-right MAGA content creators. And apparently, allegedly being a closeted homosexual who makes their living spreading hateful anti-LGBTQ propaganda. There's a special place in hell for these people, and they'll be sure to see some old friends when they get there. Anyway, for Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you guys in the next one.